What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Winter's Work Pod. Sorry we've been gone for a couple weeks. Thanksgiving, Pod's been sick. We've all been injured. We've been on our AD wave, which we will get to in a more positive sense here in a little bit. But first of all, I figured we'd go to your Lakers, Caleb, and talk about – we have a sense of positivity and a sense of direction. It's not just us hating on them violently.
Finally, man. Like, we are finally in a sense of relevancy where we're actually winning games. You know, we can come on here and positively talk about the Los Angeles Lakers. That's a great feeling. You know, so, shout out to the squad. They've been playing a lot better, and not just because of the competition too. I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, they played these teams, whatever." Great game against the Bucks where AD just went insane, matched Giannis head to head. We've been begging for AD to play somewhat in that like top 5, like superstar like level to battle some of those guys like Giannis and Embiid and Jokic. And he's finally taken that task, and it's amazing to see. And we're getting some nice contributions from our role players too. Lonnie Walker, Austin Reeves, you know, not Patrick Beverly, but hopefully he'll pick it up. But yeah, we've actually looked like a competitive basketball team, which is great to see. And we're not really seeing like the dominant version of LeBron either. You know, LeBron still can play a lot better, which is very encouraging given what AD is doing, given what Westbrook is doing off the bench, giving you basically double-digit assists every night. So, hey, as a Lakers fan, I'm very optimistic right now. So we'll see. We got to keep building. You know, we're still under 500, coming up, but hey, positive signs.
Are you optimistic enough for title contender upside? Or are we not there yet? If AD keeps going and LeBron,
I am trying to make our way into the play-in tournament, and I'm trying to go from the play-in tournament to the playoffs, and I'll go to the playoffs to the second round, and then we can talk about competing for a championship. But hey, I mean, there was always a ceiling that was way out there for the Lakers that if everything clicked with their stars, they could compete. You know, but we're a long ways away from having those type of conversations, in my opinion, at least.
Hey, I'll say if AD wants to, you know, if AD plays the rest of the year like he has the last 10 games and he's the best player on the planet, like he was for 9 games, like he was playing like it, in my opinion. Yeah. I don't want to see that team in the playoffs, personally. I mean, it's still LeBron James and Anthony Davis. I don't want to play them in the playoffs right now.
I will say, though, to Carter's question, you know, the West is looking very, very wide open. If there was ever a year for a team to make some
noise, the Lakers, bro, it's not open for y'all.
Relax. It's open for a better team. Relax. The West is mid right now. Just look at the Western Conference. Do any of these teams scare you? The Sacramento Kings
have under 500 Lakers still don't scare me, bro.
I'm not saying they should.
None of the teams are scary. Is what he's saying.
I'm not saying they should. That's more so to my point.
They scare me more than LA.
Bro, your championship pick, Kawhi Leonard, is playing 5 minutes a game. You know, he's not even Kawhi Leonard. Like, they're not a team that's even could be considered. You know, you got Sacramento, Memphis, New Orleans, Phoenix. I mean, these teams are cool, you know, but like at the end of the day, I'm not seeing a team where it's like, okay, yeah, this team got it. You know, we should just pack it up and not even try. You know, that there's still some teams out there that I'm just saying I'm not really too moved by. It's not like the Eastern Conference where you got established teams like the Boston Celtics, like the Milwaukee Bucks. These teams that I'm looking at is just like, I don't know if we could ever get to the point where we could beat them. But West, different story.
I agree. John, you're the only one who had any real faith and optimism in Anthony Davis preseason.
Exactly.
So how do you exactly what? Well, exactly what?
I'm just saying thank you. No, I'm just saying thank you for giving me my props. I was gonna bring that up.
I mean, we all knew he was gonna have a bounce back season, but not like this.
I didn't think he had this in. I didn't think he'd have.
I wasn't confident in it at all. For sure happening.
I had him ranked.
I knew it was possible.
I had Anthony Davis ranked top 10 and got fried for it, and now everybody's on 80.
Okay, but yeah, you're still wrong for that. But okay,
what you mean, bro?
Over the past 2 seasons,
I predicted a supreme AD bounce back season, and he's delivered. He's been the best player on the Lakers so far. Not really a slight to LeBron, but AD's just been playing like at a
He's been playing better than
top five,
everybody.
top level type shit. So shout out to AD. The Lakers are looking decent right now. I'm just not I'm not trying to shit on y'all too bad because like y'all all playing decent right now, but it's just like I just hear too many Lakers fans who think it's back on, and I just want to shit on y'all so bad. And I just want to like crush y'all dreams, but it's like it is what it is. I'm gonna let y'all breathe for that. Y'all play better. Anthony Davis played better. Benchbrook has played better. Lonnie Walker has played better. Austin Reeves has actually put up some good numbers. I don't like 15. I don't
not
over the season.
40-90 season. I don't know if he still is, but
and you know that's what I wanted to mention. He's shooting great from 3 this season, so he's actually been reliable at the spot up shooter. So shout out to those guys, but yeah, I'm not that moved yet. I was the one who had the Lakers as the 8th seed. I had the Lakers making the play-in, so I just don't think they're gonna do shit in the playoffs. Like I think there's a bunch of teams still better than them.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think the teams are still better, but I also agree with Caleb in the sense that right now the West is wide open. It's there for the taking. It could be any of these top 10 teams. I mean, what is it? It's like the first seed and the 11th seed are separated by like 4.5 games or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's as wide open as y'all playing, bro.
Bro, like, okay,
who's the top team?
Who's the best? Who's the runaway team in the West?
The Memphis Grizzlies moving.
The Memphis Grizzlies are your runaway team.
They're my favorite in the West right now, bro. They needed to get smacked by the Warriors last year. They needed to get destroyed. They needed to get humbled. They needed to hear Draymond talk all that shit on social media. They came back. Desmond Bane is way better. I like what I've seen from Jaren Jackson on offense this season. He's been in the live this summer. John Morant is still John Morant. Dylan Brooks is okay. Steven Adams is really nice what they got. And really, the Memphis Grizzlies, nobody talks about it, bro. They just shit out random players that are good, bro. And I know niggas don't watch Memphis games because they don't talk about this. Look at like Memphis's roster, like Jake LaVaria, John Concar, like these guys is coming in and contributing to wins and shit. I can't even remember this other guy's name, like, but he's like tall and he just comes up the Aldama, bro. This man is a sniper and he's tall as shit and comes up the bench. Like they have so many just random good players that come out of nowhere. Zaire Williams, Brandon Clark.
Zaire Williams, I don't know about out of nowhere.
That's fine.
They got the experience from last year and they're coming. It's Memphis or Golden State. The Clippers. Kawhi got to show me he's a superstar before I can say they're back.
All the teams we've seen in the West over the past couple of years competing for the West, coming out the West. You telling me Memphis and this version of Golden State, that's the top standard. Okay, I can work with that.
Yeah.
I can work with that. Like I'm not seeing.
I will give you that as well. I do think that this is like probably the weakest West since when.
At least at the top.
You would agree it's
a deep West, but
it's a deep West. So I wouldn't say it's that weak.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the team
weak, bro.
We're crowning as a top 3 seed, top 4 seed. You got Rudy Gobert out there. They 11th in the West. You know, like there's like 10 or 12 good teams in the West.
Give me the 17-18 Rockets and give me the 17-18 Warriors, 17-18
Talking like
Thunder.
some of the best teams in the West.
17-18 Thunder, 17-18 Thunder, 17-18 Jazz.
Don't mention a Jazz team. Don't mention a Jazz.
I'm just
team.
They made it to the second round.
They made it to the second round. Wow, nice.
2022 Jazz in 5.
Back to the Grizzlies. The current Grizzlies are what Heat fans think the Heat are. The way they're pushing out these random role players. It's Grizzlies culture now. It's no longer Heat culture. It's Grizzlies culture.
Yeah, it helps
they call it like next granization, something like that. That's their hashtag.
Next what?
Next like granization, like generation, but Grizzlies like they mix that.
Okay, I got you. Caleb, I'm gonna kind of backpack off of your segment that you like to do, but I saw a tweet and it said that the East has the top 3 teams in the league right now. Would you guys agree with that, or would you say that's an overreaction?
Right now,
like right now, that the top 3 teams in the league are all in the East.
I would agree. Now, when I see Atlanta's at number 4, I got a lot to say about Atlanta, but they do not. I don't know how they're still winning games. That team has so many issues. But yeah, top 3 in the East. Yeah, I agree.
All right. What about you guys?
Celtics, Bucks, Cavs. I'd say so.
Yeah, Celtics, Bucks, Cavs is the common one I was seeing. Although I did see some Celtics, Bucks, Hawks take, which obviously I'm not a fan of, but I did see that on Twitter.
Nah, Hawks. Nah, come on, bro. My boy Trae Young picked the wrong year, man. With all this help to have this type of season, man, and then all this drama coming on. They need to turn it around, man, because they have some potential.
So before we talk about the drama, I want to hear what's your issue with Trae Young and the team outside of the drama.
Well, I mean, for starters, Trae Young's shooting. I still think he's shooting under 40% from the field. He's shooting terribly from 3, and it's one of those things where John Collins, you weren't really expecting him to be much, but you've had a guy like AJ Griffin really producing. You've had DeJounte Murray come in and do his thing. There's a lot of pieces. Clint Capella, I feel like he's actually been pretty solid this year. You got some pieces to really make some noise, and you're actually winning games. Like, if Trae Young was playing better ball right now, I feel like the Hawks would be able to separate themselves from the rest of the East a lot more than they have so far. And it just feels like a blown opportunity. And then you throw in the stuff with the coach, and it's just like this thing is going to get a lot worse before it gets better, in my opinion. So it's unfortunate to see because I wanted Trae in the squad to take the next leap. And it seems like, if anything, they're taking a step back. So.
Yeah, I agree with all that. I watched the Cavs and Hawks game, about a week or 2 weeks ago. And obviously my opinion on this as a Cavs fan could be skewed, but it didn't look like Trae Young wanted to be on the basketball court that badly. DeJounte Murray was in jail because of Lamar Stevens, but like Trae Young was getting guarded by Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell, which, say what you want about them as defenders. And he didn't have, the Trae Young game that I saw when they were in the play-in against us. And I was like, what am I watching right now? It was nothing like that. Trae Young didn't intimidate me anymore. So I definitely see what you're saying. Fundamentally, I don't know what Trae Young's issue really is. Like, why is his jump shot down? I couldn't tell.
I think he's really just missing shots. I mean, it seems like he's doing a lot of the same things that he's done before. He is trying to incorporate more of an off-ball type of thing, but it's just like, that's just not really his game. So I get trying it for some possessions, but him and DeJounte staggering their minutes and just allowing them to both be the primary ball handlers when they're in, like on different times. And then when they're together, just figuring it out, I feel like it's just the best bet. And hopefully he'll just start making shots because they need it.
Yeah, I agree. And now back to the drama we had talked about. Basically, from what my understanding is that Trae Young was dealing with a shoulder injury and kind of told the team that he was going to take the time to nurse his shoulder. He wouldn't be there for a shoot around. He'd decide if he's going to play or not later. And then Nate McMillan told him, well, you can come off the bench, you cannot show up. And then Trae Young just didn't show up for the game. But Nate McMillan, after the game, went on the record to say he would never say that to a player. But regardless, it's kind of interesting drama because it's not a good look for your superstar, your perennial superstar, to not be showing up to games.
Yeah. He probably should have come through to the game. But, I mean, it is what it is. They got some private stuff they got to deal with. They just need to figure out what they're going to do with Nate McMillan because it seems like maybe he lost the locker room. I've already heard from Hawks fans, this is now probably year 2 of just hearing a lot of drama about Nate McMillan, them wanting Nate McMillan fired, thinking that he doesn't have a good relationship with Trae. So there's definitely something they got to figure out. As much as they want to downplay the significance, they're either going to have to move on with a different coach or just like figure it out.
Yeah. John, I'll let you kind of lead the horn here, but I know you wanted to talk about the Nuggets. What did you? And I know you have a lot to say about Jokic as well, Buckets. But I want to hear what do you think about Denver, John?
Bro, they're just. I had them as the second seed in my preseason predictions. They're just increasingly mid, bro. And I don't want to put too much pressure on Jamal Murray because it's hard to put pressure on players like we know have been injured. So it's like that's the reason they're not the same. So And MPJ, and he's still decent, but he's looking like closer to. We've seen this version of MPJ before, not a version of MPJ we haven't seen before to shock the league. The rest of their team is just kind of mid around Jokic. DeAndre Jordan off the bench is inexplicable. It's inexplicable. They should fire their GM because of it, and their head of player operations, because there's no reason DeAndre Jordan should be on their team when they're trying to win playoff games. That's all I have to say. But like, I think we all put too much faith in them because we put too much faith in Jamal Murray this first season back, and we put too much faith like that their whole team would just get it done around Jokic. Jokic is playing fine, but his teammates are selling him. I remember I was watching Nuggets versus like OKC, bro. This man Jokic had to go God mode for these niggas to pull out the game. God mode. And they barely won. He has to go God mode every night for them to win games. It's like KD in Brooklyn. He has to go God mode every night for them to win games. If he doesn't, they're losing. That's how it is. And I don't think that's just going to be sustainable in the playoffs.
Okay. Buckets, do you agree with that? I know you had a lot to say about Jokic.
Maybe that night, but I'm wanted to see this quote unquote God mode from Jokic on a more consistent basis, especially more so with his aggressiveness. Because he's back to back MVP. He's back to back MVP, and like you look at the numbers, and everyone's trying to throw him in the top 3, top 5 MVP discussion this year. And I'm seeing so many nights where he's out here. I think last night dropping like 17, dropping like low 20s. Like, I get he's the triple-double guy.
So why are you just going to leave out the game before that? When I bet on him the game before that. Cash my over easily. He had like 29 or like 32 points. Why'd you leave that one out?
That's great. But the average.
That was a recent game as well. Why did you leave that one
out, I just said.
Let's be real about Jokic.
I said his last game. And then I told you his average is 23 a game. So, you tell me he dropped 30-something. That's how average works. You score more than 23. You score less than 23. Okay, that's fine. What I'm telling you is he's averaging 23 points. And if you're my superstar franchise player, back-to-back MVP, if you're that efficient and you can produce at a high level, I want you to take more shots. I want you to score more points. And I understand he facilitates the offense. I understand he rebounds. I understand he loves his efficiency and whatnot, and he just plays the game the right way. But if the Nuggets want to be more successful and Jamal Murray's clearly not giving it to you consistently, Michael Porter Jr. is not taking another step, then that means, Jokic, you got to score more. You got to be more aggressive. And if we're going to put you top 5 in MVP, I can't look at everybody else in MVP talks giving me 30 a game. And I get there's other stats than that. I get it. But other guys in the NBA are giving you efficient 30 balls, and a lot of them are winning games. And you're putting Jokic over him in the MVP conversation because his numbers look good. Like he got the all-around thing going. So I'm like, come on, we got to hold Jokic to a slightly higher standard. If he's back-to-back MVP, if he's top 5 player, we're trying to put him as best in the league. I got to hold Jokic to a high standard. I feel like every time we talk about the Nuggets now, it's like when he gets his pieces back, XYZ, we always give Jokic a pass for some reason.
Okay, all right. The pieces have been underperforming. So what are we talking about? They've been underperforming.
That's fine.
You just brought that up like they've been playing like all-stars. Like, no, they've been, and not only that, they've been taking a lot of shots too. That's what you also did mention. Like, Jokic isn't playing like last year. Like, all the shots are him. Murray is taking a lot of shots. Michael Porter Jr. is taking,
as they should,
a lot of
Aaron
shots.
Gordon.
So Bruce Brown is taking a lot of shots this year. So I don't know what to tell you, bro. Jokic is letting these guys. He needs these niggas, bro. He needs these niggas. He knows it can't just be him. It's been just him the last 2 years. He needs them to do some shit. He knows he needs Murray to load. He knows he needs MPJ to load. He needs them to take these shots. So you want him to be more aggressive, but at the same time, nigga, if he takes the shots from Murray, how is Murray going to get into a rhythm? How is
that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Come on, man. You know that's not how it works. Just because he takes more shots doesn't mean Murray just has to stand in the corner.
Even last game, Jokic, he tried to get Murray involved in the first quarter, and Murray was like 2 of 7, nigga. Like, come on, bro.
Okay, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not blaming him if Murray has a bad game.
I'm just saying the way shot distribution
else,
works. The way shot distribution works, when they're all playing, Jokic can't be the same 28. Jokic can't be a 28 point per game guy. He can't be the God mode player that you're asking him to be. When they're both taking 15 plus shots a game next to him, bro, like that doesn't make any sense. That's not how it's gonna work.
What I'm saying is it's never been that way with Jokic. Jokic has never been the player that's always going God mode. This is who Jokic is as a player. He is an unselfish guy that likes to get everybody involved. It's not like Jokic was just playing some completely different game for the past 2 years, and now Murray and Porter come back, and oh my God, he changed his game. So no, that's not.
Nobody said that. Nobody said that.
I'm saying you're talking about Murray.
Did you not ask? You said you want him to go God mode more consistently or God mode on more nights.
I want him to take more shots. That's all I want him to do. Take more shots. Be more aggressive.
Okay, that's even better for me. The reason he's not taking more shots is because two players who take a lot of shots came back and they're fucking breaking these shots. And Jokic needs
I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that, bro. I'm not buying that.
I mean, they gotta take their shots from somewhere.
Look at MPJ's percentages. What are we saying? It's not made up. All their percentages from their normal years are down. This is not made up, and they're still taking a lot of shots. What are you saying?
Yeah, they're taking a lot of shots. What's your point? There's a whole team. It's not just three guys.
Jokic can't take that many shots if Murray and MPJ need those shots to get back into a rhythm. Murray still needs it. I'm not saying Murray has to stop shooting. Murray has to keep shooting. That is the only way he's going to get back to the Jamal Murray we know or we knew in the bubble is by continuing to be aggressive. I don't care what he shoots, so he can load by fucking March, April, May, and June when the
Nuggets. If he doesn't load by then you're not winning a championship.
So you're telling me,
they're cooked then.
So you're telling me
they're cooked with that Murray.
You're telling me Jokic, who became an all-star for the first time, 2018, 2019. You're telling me because all these pieces he needs to bring back, he needs to be taking the lowest amount of shots in his career since he's been a star player.
I agree.
You're telling me that. You're telling me because
you said you wanted him to be God mode, bro. How is he going to be God mode with two players next to him taking damn near 15 to 20 shots a game, bro?
All right, we can move on.
Okay, hold on.
God mode for a guy that's taking 13 shots a game. Come on, that's not. Oh, come on, bro.
Okay, I feel like
I both agree he needs to be.
KD's getting that up in the first half.
He's also he's taking like a shot attempt less than his first couple of All-Star years. He's also I'm looking at it. He's also got 2 more free throw attempts, so I guess it's about the same since last time they had Jamal and MPJ.
Well, here's my opinion. I feel like I'm kind of in between you two on this because Aaron Gordon's having a really good season. He's playing really well. He's shooting a lot. Bruce Brown is probably having his best season. He's shooting a lot. Michael Porter Jr. is still Michael Porter Jr. He came back the same player in terms of spot up threes, and he's going to shoot a lot when he gets them. And obviously Jamal, we want him shooting a lot. And obviously the shots have to come from somewhere. So Nikola Jokic isn't being quite as aggressive as I'd like him to see. And I think that he'll turn it up a little bit as the season goes on, start getting more shots. But I feel like a lot of this discussion that we're having, the blame falls more on Michael Malone than it does any of these players. Because, I mean, maybe he is and Jokic is just ignoring him. But if I'm Malone, I'm telling Jokic, hey, I need you to shoot 5 more times a game, every single game. Like, I feel like the blame, obviously you can say, oh, okay, Jokic should just be doing this anyway. But we know how unselfish Jokic is. So I think that from a standpoint of the organization, everybody kind of needs to understand that, we need to start treating Jokic like the 2-time MVP that he is and not trying to, have Michael Porter Jr. shoot 12 threes a game.
Yeah. I mean, it's just there's so many guys. We didn't even mention Bones Highland, and granted that's his job. But Bones Highland is coming off the bench, and you're not worried about
60% usage rate or some shit.
Michael Porter's on the team. KCP needs a shot. No, Bones Highland's coming off the bench and getting them up, bro. Well,
no, KCP is a spot-up shooter, but MPJ gets him up, bro. Stop it. I've seen MPJ fucking
spot-up though. He's
he shoots threes. Like he'll shoot pull-up threes all the time.
He is shooting that ball every time he touches it.
Transition, hijack. He'll get the rebound, transition, hijack, brick, get the rebound again, transition, brick. Like I've seen them do this, bro. He can hijack the offense anytime he wants. Like these guys are selfish players. He's not playing with like guys who are like, here, Jokic, let's go. He's playing with guys who are getting the ball and they're like, move out the way, Jokic. Let me get this shot up.
I feel like John has a point.
That Porter shoots transition pull-ups.
No, that's not the point. The point is
role players.
You know, Michael Porter.
His role players get him up. You're saying his role players get him up. Get up shots.
His teammates get him up. Everybody on the team wants to shoot the ball a lot. That's why.
And then Jokic is so unselfish that he kind of just is okay taking the backseat and only scoring 22 points a game.
So would you prefer for Jokic to be like a 20 and like, let's say 12, 13 assist guy? Like, would you prefer him to literally be like Magic Johnson, Steve Nash?
If we were winning,
up for everybody else, and then I'm going to get mine live.
If we were winning, yes. But I agree with your ultimate point that he needs to be more aggressive. I'm just saying he cannot be this guy that's just 30 a night, 30 a night, 30 a night, 30 a night. That's not, bro. Look at the
right. I'm not okay, and I'm not.
If Jokic highlights the team like that, Jamal Murray, that man. Imagine Jamal Murray dropping like 11 points a game for like 10 straight games or some shit. Like, bro, that's not going to get him into any sort of rhythm going to the playoffs or going into games that matter. Like, that's not. Yeah. That's retarded. Nobody going to do that.
John, you think Jokic is kind of doing the LeBron thing where he's kind of just chilling in the regular season, letting his players get into rhythm, and you think, we might see a step up come playoff time?
I don't know if he's doing the LeBron thing. I just think that
he's not. Like, LeBron gets his up.
His teams are just more stacked. Like he has a more stacked team than LeBron has had. Like LeBron hasn't really had a team with two options that's gonna take 15 plus shots. Like Chris Bosh. Yeah. Chris Bosh willingly took a back seat, so it was really only D Wade, and it was really only Kyrie and AD. So he really hasn't had that type of team.
We'll see. I mean, they're not doing like terribly, but like. We can check in maybe a week or two, see how everything's looking with Denver though. But because
3-game losing streak, I had to
it feels like
national TV game.
It feels like on one hand we talk about all this, like all these guys that need shots, these guys on the team that he's had, but these are the same guys that, like, I get it, they're not playing up to par, they're not playing the way you want them to play, whatnot. But these are the guys that we literally. Jokic has 2 MVP awards because these guys were not playing. Like that's what it comes down to, So now they're playing, and they're still pretty mid. So we'll see.
I would like to see Jokic shoot more. I'll say that.
I think you can throw a couple more shots. If you're averaging 23 on like 70 true shooting percentage, you can take a couple more.
Thank you, bro. Like he's having historical efficiency.
It's the take a couple more shots. A couple more shots isn't getting him to God mode 30 a game though.
A couple, okay. I don't know where this is gone.
Take a shot from Bones Highland and take a shot from fucking MPJ.
I compare him to KD, bro. KD has about 35 a game to win.
I got you. But yeah, his on-off numbers are incredible. Like I'm not saying the dude is playing bad at all.
All right. I'm not the second Jokic for that, bro. It's because of DeAndre Jordan.
Bro, I have seen 2 TikToks in the past 2 days of Nuggets fans praising DeAndre Jordan. They'll be like, I know he's a little washed. I know he isn't the greatest player anymore, but I still love his energy and his smiles. And I'm like, we must be watching 2 different basketball games, because if DeAndre Jordan was on the Cavs, I would – oh, my God, I'd be pissed off.
If I was a Nuggets fan, bro, oh, man, bro.
Bro, I would kill for the Celtics to sign DeAndre Jordan this offseason.
All right, next subject, bro.
Oh, yeah, Carter did got, bro. Kemba, though. Y'all want to talk about that, like, briefly?
Oh, I was just saying, because you're talking about energy and smiles. Yeah.
No, but, Kemba did get signed, like, since we
and there's a grand total of 0 people in the entire world moved by that. But
I signed him on my dynasty team when I heard the news, but I had to release him this morning to bring Michael Porter Jr. back from IR.
Okay.
Wow.
Did you see what the doctor said about Kemba's knee?
It's not good.
Yeah, they said it's not good.
Who was that all-star? Who was that all-star game coach that year? Was it Nick Nurse?
Nick fucking Nurse.
Nick Nurse ended that guy's career. That's crazy. Oh, another thing, if we want to get into some more drama, did you guys see Fred VanVleet unfollow everybody?
He still follows the Raptors, so I feel like the relationship with the team is fine.
Yeah, but listen to this. Apparently, him and his wife, who's pregnant with another kid, are going through a divorce. Yeah. And he also unfollowed her.
So he's just unfollowing everybody.
So there's just drama all over the place in Fred VanVleet's life right now. And I'm already seeing Cavs fans mock up trades for some reason on Twitter because,
I saw
and
Karras Okoro for Fred VanVleet.
Yeah, I did too. What's the NBA without an awful trade that makes no sense? But
Raptors fans are kind of turned on him, at least some of the ones that I've seen. I don't think they're rocking him anymore. A lot of Raptors fans surprisingly have been turning on Scotty this year too. I'm surprised. Yeah, well, they set him up. Like you can't. We're not trading this guy for KD. All this, like, okay, and now he's out here like playing like a sophomore in the NBA, and everyone's like, "Oh, Scotty Barnes is falling off so much." It's like, I mean, y'all gave him the Rookie of the Year that respectfully I think Mobley probably deserved. And then you hyped the heck out of him up.
That was Cade's Rookie of the Year, but
okay. Well, that's not the point anyway. But I saw an in-house Raptors meme made from the Raptors that said Scotty Barnes is like Javon Carter in the sense of he picks guys up 85 feet but plays no defense. I was like, wow, okay. I heard all this talk about how versatile, like overall versatility, he was the better defender than Mobley, and now all of a sudden he can't play defense
1 through 5.
Oh no, that was definitely delusional. Mobley was definitely way better.
I mean, nothing new with Raptors fans, though. Nothing new with Raptors fans.
Hey, shout out to OG Anunoby, bro. He's been playing really good this season.
He's huge. Have you guys seen how big he is?
Yeah,
huge.
And his defense is still there. So, hey, if Scotty Barnes ends up being who Toronto thinks if Scotty Barnes ends up who Toronto.
You can't say who Toronto thinks he is because right now Toronto thinks he's a perfect combination of Magic Johnson and Giannis.
Yeah, I mean, if he turns out to be that guy, OG would be a good player to have next to him. So we'll see how it goes.
And Pascal, his bag is getting a little deeper every year.
Oh yeah,
shout out to him.
He came back with some shit this year.
Yeah.
Yes, I like Pascal a lot. And I will say back to Scotty, the sophomore slumps in the NBA are the real deal. I'm not that worried about him struggling or all the Mobley struggles I hear about so much, even though he's having a great season. I'm not concerned about the sophomore struggles at all. But on to the next topic. Hold up.
I did want Mason and Carter, bro. I wanted to ask y'all because I did see, bro. I seen Cavs fans like eviscerated Mobley for like not taking the year 2 or the jump that people want him to take. Like he's not like a star or superstar yet, as Cavs fans expect him to be.
You don't need to get about that. He was great last year, and he's good this year.
All right. Well,
I don't feel like he needs to do something right now.
So he's not making the All-Star team this year?
No, but I don't think anybody here predicted that.
That wasn't my expectation.
So the problem is Cavs fans wanted Mobley to start averaging 25 this year. And I don't know how they thought that was a possibility. When you add Donovan Mitchell and basically lose, nobody except for Laurie, who was a very different Cavalier than he is a Jazz. So he's playing phenomenal defense. He should make all NBA all first defensive team easily. Should make it. It'll be a snub if he keeps playing and doesn't. But I don't know what more you want from him. I don't want to take shots away from Darius. I don't want to take shots away from Donovan. Even Jared Allen, honestly, right now is a little better option in the post. Like Evan Mobley is 20 years old. He's thin. The scoring will come, but it's not going to be in year 2 when he's surrounded by 3 former All-Stars that all are going to go get their buckets on a good team. Like the scoring is going to be there. I'm not worried about it. He's shown the flashes, but his defense is incredible. Cavs fans are just idiots.
Yeah, he's averaging the same number of points on better efficiency than last year. That's more than enough for me for improvement.
Yep. And his defense has been staggeringly better. You guys saw what he did to Embiid the other night with Jared Allen out.
Yeah, last year we would lose those games with no Jared Allen.
Very much so. I almost
won a couple already this year.
I almost took every single one of Joel Embiid's over just because I just know Mobley's still a little young, a little thin. Didn't think he had a chance, but he went out there and proved me wrong, and I loved it.
I picked against the Cavs for the daily pick'em, and Michael responded sad because I'm fade god for those, and I was like, well, giving Mobley 30, sadly, and then he gave him 19
on horrible efficiency. It was awesome. All right, well, did you guys have anything else about those things? All right, we can talk about RJ Barrett and the social media's opinions of him because those are interesting. I don't know if you guys have anything to say, but I know Carter, you did something.
I made a post about it. Yeah, I saw. You guys probably know the pod name better than me. I don't know if you saw the post. Yeah, pick a side, and then and the one guy was saying he'd take like Cam Johnson, PJ Washington, and KPJ over RJ Barrett, like undoubtedly or some shit.
What's hilarious? I mean, I've seen that clip of that guy a lot. I knew he didn't know what he was talking about before that, but the fact he thinks Kevin Porter Jr. is a better basketball player than RJ Barrett is actually hilarious. Legitimately,
the comment section agreed with him too.
It's legitimately hilarious.
Because RJ is popular right now. I think I'm pretty sure the guy who said it was Joel. I fuck with Joel. He's funny. I fuck with our pod. But and I don't fuck with what they're doing with RJ though. That's my thing. He's a New York Knicks fan, so I guess he just wants RJ to be a superstar or some shit. But I had RJ on my agenda last year. I'll take him off. I mean, I don't want to say I took him off this year, but I do need him to play better before I
take him off again. Take him off.
But I still have faith that he's better than what he's doing right now. I just think he's going through a major slump to start the season. But I think that just means he's due for a major overperformance to end the season. So, I think he's due, bro. Okay. I think he's due. I think he put in the work this summer. I think we've seen that his 3-point shot is better than what he's shooting right now. So I don't know why people are just acting like he's a career brick. And we've seen him finish at the rim better. It's just hard. I think it's hard for him to play with Brunson. But I did say that he needed a point guard, so I don't know. He needs to figure out his role in the offense. I do have more faith in him than a lot of people, though, bro. He's not playing that great this season, but I do think he can bounce back and load into some shit.
Not to take victory laps that aren't there yet, but before the season, I said the Knicks, that trio, they hurt each other. They aren't a trio that would play well off of each other. And so far, that's looked true to me with RJ because his biggest struggles have just been routine things. He's just not making open shots, and I don't know. I kind of agree with you that I could see him being due for a great second half of the season, even though Buckets laughed at that. I could see that.
Because he's missing open shots.
Yeah, it's not like he's doing anything horrible. He's just. I mean, that's obviously not good, but he's missing shots that he should be making, and those usually tend to come.
Yeah, you can have a good second half of the season. I mean, I just say temper your expectation. I don't know what you expect him to do, but he can play better than this. Yeah,
I'm expecting John's God mode personally.
Carter, you have the point, bro. What do you think?
All I have to say about this is Cam Reddish come to the Lakers. That's all. Sorry. Go ahead.
I think compared to the draft class is what I was looking at for that. I think he's going to be fine. Top 3 pick caliber, maybe not. Top 3 in the draft class, definitely not, because you got Zion, John, Darius. But I don't think anyone other than those 3 is 100% going to have a better career than him. I think he can.
Who else is in that
combo? Tyler Hero, Jordan Poole. I think he can still be that level. Keldon Johnson.
Okay. Yeah. Big drop off. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Tyler Hero.
Speaking of Jordan Poole, I'm not a fan of his season this year personally.
No.
Very inefficient. I expected him to take a step, but he hasn't impressed me at all. And I thought Draymond, when he broke it down and saying that Jordan Poole was basically second Steph Curry, so the defenses could just play the same way instead of previous years. I thought that was interesting, but I haven't been impressed with Jordan Poole this season.
He averages 57 points in 2 games as a starter. See that stat 5 times.
Yeah. You know what I have been impressed with though?
Who?
My man, number 11, Mr. Klay Thompson, man. I just want to say on this podcast, shout out to Klay Thompson, man. 39% from 3 on 10 attempts, man.
I take 40% credit for that.
I'm so happy, man.
I take 40% credit for that.
They acted like you were finished, like you couldn't even be a starter in this league anymore. The things they said about Klay Thompson, man. I'm just so proud of you, Klay. I really am.
This is wild. This is unbelievable.
I mean, he kind of did. He was 38.5% in 30 games last year.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, I mean, I was not saying Klay was bad last year.
Well,
playoff Klay.
All I'm gonna say is Klay was in a bit of a slump where he sucked for about 5-10 games, and I came out and made a post, roasting him, digging into him, and that night or that next day, I forget, he went out and dropped 40. So I'm taking 45% of the credit for his comeback. So
you should, and he'll continue to shoot that thing, man. Shout out, keep going, Klay.
All right. Well, shout out Klay. Even though the Warriors, Klay playing better, you don't like to be in the 10th spot with Klay playing decent.
Yikes! Come on, step it up, Warriors.
Oh, imagine this pod if the Lakers pass the Warriors. That'll be fucking awesome.
When? No, I'm kidding.
When? Yes, when. That'll be great. All right. Well, if you guys don't have anything else, I'll go ahead and get into our game, which is purely for fun and less of a game because it's just 100% luck based. And so basically what it is I have a random player generator pulled up on my screen, and it'll give us 3 random current NBA players, and then those 3 players will be drafted by the guys, and there will be 6 total rounds, so they'll have a starting 5 and a 6-man. We'll try to see who the best team is. So let's see. For this first pick in this first round, the first pick will be Carter in the very first round.
Let's go.
So that means Carter first, Caleb second, John last. John, get your remarks out of the way. But you guys will all pick first an even number of times. You guys will all pick first an even number of times.
Say, bro. You already know.
I'll take the last pick. I don't really care.
Nah, bro. It's all
Okay.
good. I like when they come.
It's my centerpiece.
Okay, so for the very first pick, we have our choices are Bohan, Robert Covington, and Andre Drummond.
That is not a good start.
Not a good start for you, Carter.
You said Bohan, Rocco.
Bohan, the one in Atlanta, and then Robert Covington, or not Atlanta. He's in the Kings now, or wherever.
Detroit.
No, not Bogdan. Bohan.
These are Atlanta. The other one.
Or Bogdan. Sorry, Bogdan is one up here.
Okay.
I'm tripping. Bogdan is up here. Robert Covington and Andre Drummond.
I'll take Bogdan.
All right, Carter
This is
goes
an awful
Bogdan with his first pick, and buckets Robert Covington and Andre Drummond.
I'm actually thinking about this for a second because I'm trying to figure out what center options maybe. Andre Drummond, I mean, he's not good, but he's decent. Robert Covington is just some. Oh my god,
he's cooked.
He's cooked.
Bro, wasn't he top 5 in DPOY one year, bro? What do you mean?
Oh, you're right. You got him. I'll take Drummond.
All right, bro. John, that leaves you. It's Rocco.
Hi, bro.
Hey, that is not a bad third pick. No one has separated themselves yet. Bogdan and Rocco. I'm not winning because amazing. I have Bogdan instead of Rocco.
Oh, this is just fantastic. I'm so happy. All right.
Doesn't move me, bro.
Caleb, this time you have the first pick, John second, Carter third.
Beautiful.
And the players in this one are Rudy Gobert, Steven Adams, and Mitchell Robinson.
Are you serious?
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Are you actually serious?
I'm so serious.
Center do you want to pair with Andre Drummond?
Gobert, oh, yeah.
How? That makes no sense. All right. We will take. So, wait, give me the options again.
I love
Rudy Gobert, Steven Adams, and Mitchell Robinson.
This is a great spot to be at the third pick.
Okay. I mean,
why are you thinking?
Because it's a tough conversation.
Take Rudy Gobert, man.
Fine. I'll take.
You want Steven Adams?
I'll take
the 2 goofiest centers in NBA history, bro.
I can bring one of these guys off the bench, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, we good. We good.
Man, Drummond.
All right, John. Gobert. Between Adams and Mitchell Robinson.
Give me Mitchell Robinson.
Oh, you're crazy.
That's actually a good pick to have.
What you mean? Hey, Mitchell Robinson been locking up this year.
Yeah, that was a good pick.
All right. Let's get.
All right. So, John, you have the first pick in this one. And wow. Okay, I actually need to do a different one because this one's a lot outdated. All right. So, for this one, the choices are Nicholas Batum, Colin Sexton, and TJ Warren.
Woo!
Yuck.
Dude, I was playing around with this earlier, and I was getting star players left and right. Yeah, John, you're first.
Oh, I know.
Who'd you say? You said Nick Batum, TJ Warren. Who else?
Colin Sexton.
Yeah.
Please let me get my guy, man.
Who do I add to Rocco and Mitchell Robinson?
Just back it up. Just back it
up. God damn, bro. God damn. Who let me in the kitchen, bro? Fuck.
I mean, I know where I'm going personally, but I can see why it's a discussion.
Is this Prime? So I
going current.
No.
It's current. Okay, give me section then.
Fuck.
All right. Man. All you, Carter. Between Nicholas Batum and TJ Warren, how could you ever
please?
Do I go for the follower vote or the actual better player? Who gives a shit? I'm taking the better player. Give me Nick Batum.
Damn it. I want to be
You get TJ Warren.
The French connection with him and Gobert is about to be nice, bro. All right, we got TJ Warren.
All right, let's tap one superstar in this next group of three.
Back to Carter's first pick.
One superstar.
My team is cooked.
Jeez. Oh, okay. This one is Gabe Vincent, Troy Brown Jr., and James Harden.
I'll take James Harden, please.
Nah, this is some bullshit, bro.
Thank you. Thank you
for
James Harden.
The other choices are Gabe Vincent and Troy Brown.
Okay. Is it my pick?
Yeah, this is your pick, Buckets.
Interesting. So Troy Brown is a Laker, you know. But Gabe Vincent, let's see. Nah.
Bro, take Troy Brown, bro. He's with the Lakers.
I am. Troy Brown Jr.
Troy Brown.
Give me Gabe Vincent easily. He is way better than Troy Brown.
Good pick,
Troy Brown Jr.
Troy Brown.
Okay. So for this one, the first pick is Buckets, and your choices are Karl Anthony Towns, Kyrie Irving, and Malcolm Brogdon.
I like that. I like that. You know, I am definitely like, I don't know who in their right mind would want to pair Rudy Gobert with Karl Anthony. So I'm gonna take Kyrie Irving. Thank you.
Good pick. All right, John. Malcolm Brogdon and Karl Anthony Towns.
You got a Boston Celtic in the board right there.
Okay, so I have Mitchell Robinson, Rocco,
Sexton, and Gabe Vincent.
So I need a 3. Or give me Cat. I'll take Cat.
Fuck.
All right, Carter.
Rest up, Towns, man. Hope you get better, man.
Yeah, get healthy. All right.
I think Malcolm Brogdon at a third pick. That's just not a good fall off spot.
So for this one, ooh, shit. John gets to pick first, and the players are Kevin Durant, Dylan Brooks, and Buddy Hield.
Yes.
KD, welcome to the team, man.
Oh, man.
KD.
Yeah, I have the best team easily. It's not even close.
You probably do.
Between Dylan Brooks and Buddy Hield.
Factor in that defense.
I mean, I might have to. I need a 3.
Yeah, for sure.
You need it too. Dylan Brooks, he has been. What'd you call him, John? Okay.
He's been solid.
If I were to take Buddy and put him at the 3, or I could put Bogdan at the 3.
No, I'd only take. I have a guard. I need Buddy at guard. I don't need.
Whatever. It makes sense for both. I'll let you have Buddy. I'll take Dylan Brooks at my small forward.
Dylan Brooks.
3 Lakers on my team. Let's go.
The Lakers fan.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so everybody has their complete teams.
Oh yeah, we good.
Carter,
my team is the best easily.
Your team, I would guess, would
Bogdan's my 6th man.
Brogdon's your 6th man. Okay,
Bogdan.
Bogdan. Okay, so Malcolm Brogdon, James Harden, Dylan Brooks, Nicholas Batum, and Steven Adams with Bogdan off the bench.
Yeah.
It's your team, I'm going to assume, would be Kyrie Irving, Buddy Hield, TJ Warren, Troy Brown Jr., Rudy Gobert with Drummond off the bench.
Yes.
Elite.
Troy Brown.
And then John, I'm going to guess your team would be
Sexton.
Colin Sexton at the 1, Gabe Vincent,
KD,
Rocco, Cat, with Robinson off the bench.
Robinson off the bench.
So fast. Oh my god.
Nope. The second Cat gets into foul trouble, we got Mitchell Robinson to come bail him out, man. It's perfect.
That's like
you're starting Rocco?
Yeah, we're starting Rocco.
Cat, Mitch Rob, 6 man.
So, any of you guys? do you guys think you have the best team? Who thinks
John's
they have
got
It's not a
John's got
debate.
the best
It's
team.
not a debate.
My team
It's
is just
not a
not good. I mean, I have Rudy Gobert.
This man drafted Troy
don't know what I'm
Brown.
supposed
That's
to do.
unbelievable, bro.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. Shout out, hey, Kyrie would be fun to watch on this team.
My team
Kyrie
is
would
pretty
good.
good. It's just
No, Kyrie would demand a trade. You talking about KD? Kyrie
I mean,
would demand
Kyrie
a
got
trade.
some space. He got some floor space
play-
out there.
KD, Kyrie, and Harden all got drafted.
Rudy Gobert's in the paint. There's no space. Trust me.
And
He's got Buddy
Gobert.
Hield out there. Buddy
There's
Love.
no space. There's no space.
All I know
Troy
is
Brown in the
Brown's
corner knocks him down. You know.
KD, Kyrie,
Yeah.
Harden, Gobert, and Cat all being the stars they got drafted is pretty funny.
That is pretty funny. Yeah, earlier I was playing with this, and like every single one had a star player, and I was like, okay, we'll have some pretty good teams. And then the first 4 picks were like Troy Brown Jr. was the second best player.
Bogdan is my first star.
Nasty.
All right, well, anything
Back
to
in
add?
the win column, baby. Easy done.
We'll see. We'll post it on the Winners Work.
Spin a wheel, bro.
I mean, a dub is a dub, bro. Stop crying.
Oh, word?
Like y'all accept it. Just like y'all accept that Mickey Mouse championship, I can accept this W, bro. Just relax.
Okay. I mean, you been calling all my wins Mickey Mouse.
I mean, we can't lie that the fraudulence has been undeniable. So it's in the proof is in the tape.
The proof is in the tape. All right. Well, if you guys don't have anything to add, I think we're ready to wrap it up. All right. Well, thank you guys all for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.